It's my great pleasure to give a Real Talk welcome back to Matt Nagin.
Well, thank you, Audrey. I'm so grateful to be back on your show. It's always great to be here with you. And I know we got a lot to talk about right now. I know we were going to say something about Islamophobia.
I can't wait to get into this one.
Yeah, which is a crazy word. Because a phobia implies an irrational fear, right?
Ah, there you go.
An irrational fear I don't think it's irrational if a certain group of people love blowing themselves up to be a little afraid, right? I mean,
just a little bit. As a matter of fact, the late Christopher Hitchens described Islamophobia as a word created by fascists and used by cowards to manipulate morons. Well, I agree with that. So yes.
Well, that was a heavy. Man, he just threw down the hammer right there. But,
when it came to Islam, he wasn't, because he was a lefty, but he when it came to this stuff, he really told the truth. Now, here's a little, we just passed the international, I'm starting to laugh when I'm saying it, International Day to Combat Islamophobia, okay? Here's a little factoid for everyone. The International Day to Combat Islamophobia was created at the request of former Pakistani President Imran Khan to ban blasphemy, which is Sharia, blasphemy against Islam. Pakistan harbored Osama bin Laden, and Khan called bin Laden a martyr. So are we getting even dumber with this stuff?
Well, definitely. I try to love everybody and appreciate everybody, but our nation is becoming Muslimified, really, especially in certain parts like New York, where, I mean, come on, man. Instead of regular law centers, they're going to be having Sharia law centers. So, you know what I mean?
It's not going to be long, right, from now? I mean, the iftar dinner in Gracie Mansion, and, I thought I was in the Middle East somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, the Wall Street Bull is going to become the Ramadan camel. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
Like we also have to maintain some of our own traditions. And I think, assimilation is good, but it is New York City. It's not Tehran. You know what I mean? So it goes too far. And they're constantly worried about Islamophobia, but I don't see a lot about anti-Semitism, which is another thing, that is pretty bad right now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look for an example. This lunatic left, they started shrieking like banshees as that jihadi in Michigan, he bit the dust, and he was unable to slaughter 140 little Jewish children. As they get caught practicing Islam, we're Islamophobes for catching them. Is that right? I mean, I'm trying to understand this. They're never wrong. We're always wrong. And so, but if he had killed any of those children, don't you know that the left would have blamed the gun and not him?
You're so right on that. They never seem to call a spade a spade. I don't mean that as a racial
I know.
They do. They don't call it out. It's like there's always some, like the way in CNN when they reported those guys that tried to bomb Gracie Mansion, and they're like disgruntled youth or something. They use all this coded language. These guys are terrorists. They're strapped with bombs. They're throwing. You gotta watch. It's like at some point you gotta be real about what's going on here. And it's really sad. Now here's the thing: whatever you think about Israel, it's even hitting me. Okay, it's worse in Alabama. Florida, I fit in more. But some guy called me a colonizer. I'm like, colonizer.
So Islam is not a colonizer? I mean, think about that. Islam, everywhere they go, they conquer the land. What is that? That's not colonizing? I mean,
true, and they want the Holy Caliphate all over the world. That's their goal. But also colonize. And then they call me a Zionist and stuff like that.
I'm a proud Zionist. Go ahead.
But But I'm like, first of all, if whether you like what Israel's doing or not,
It doesn't matter.
it's not like I have any impact on it. It's not like before Netanyahu bombs Iran or bombs Hamas, he's like, get Matt Nagin on the phone. You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know you had that much influence.
yeah. So this is just pure anti-Semitism. They're like, why are you such a colonizer? Why are you such a Zionist? I didn't even say anything. It's just for being Jewish. So these people, it's really sad that the hate out there. It's like they're looking for an excuse to hate Jews, and this is their excuse.
Any excuse. I mean, and then look at their little helper monkeys in the media, okay? So you got the New York Times, as if we really need to say anything about the New York Times. They can't get any lower. What did they put out as the article? This cracked me up. About one of those bombers in New York City, Emir Balat. This is what they said. At 13, he was selling sneakers. At 18, he's facing terror charges. And what? We're supposed to weep for him? What is this?
Yeah, that sounds like a celebrity bio on the E network. It doesn't sound like a threat to the nation. I mean, we are at war, and we have to be alert and vigilant, and we have to call out the enemy. And they are trying to blow us up. That is the reality. For nothing. They're trying to throw a drone. They're trying to make a drone strike in California. Now, I don't want them to attack the U.S., but if they have to hit something, California is not the one. Probably my top of my list that I'll let go.
Okay, I'll pass with that, right? Oh, that's too funny. Then we got CNN, right? Now, this is what they wrote, and I think it's funny is that Joe Rogan slammed them on this, and of course they removed it but then anything's on the internet, it's on there forever. So they wrote two Pennsylvania teenagers crossed into New York City Saturday morning for what could have been a normal day, enjoying the city during abnormally warm weather. But in less than an hour, their lives would drastically change as the pair would be arrested for throwing homemade bombs. Those are IEDs, by the way, during an anti-Muslim protest outside of Mamdani's home. It's not his home. It's It's New York City's people's home. Okay, I love the way they say it's his home. So, what is CNN doing now? Bong hits?
Yeah, no, it sounded like a passage from Virginia Woolf's To the Lighthouse right there. Like, what are you talking about? You're talking about dangerous villains that are a threat to the nation, attacking the mayor's, government buildings, and while we're at war, and the language is wild. That they try to pacify and soothe and dilute what's going on. We have to, so that's crazy.
You're talking about you're making them look like they're so innocent. They came across and here they are. Just look at that. They just happened to get homemade bombs. What, it was a little firecracker? It was an IED. Yeah, we find out that one they're connected to ISIS and they're connected to. Please, they just can't stop lying. They're Islam's helper monkeys. And you know what Islam does with the helper monkeys later, don't you? Oh, anyway, it's not good.
Also, they're of those school, the overly therapized school. So they're probably, yes, he blew up the Twin Towers, but he also had emotional issues. I love him. His father cut his allowance, and he was once smacked with a belt when he stayed out too late. So obviously, we have to understand where he's coming from. Yeah. Of course, you fly a plane into Tower 1 and scream Allah Akbar. You know what I mean?
Right. You would too if your daddy cut you off, right? Come on, sick. These people are sick. So then we have again their helper monkeys. Democrat vote to keep DHS shut down, despite. The sleeper cells, they've been activated. We had 4 terror attacks in the U.S. in 2 weeks' time. It's just the beginning, people. According to, listen to this, you're going to love this. According to former Congressman Jason Chaffetz, the airline industry is escorting members of Congress to the front of the TSA lines. Now that more than 300 TSA agents have already quit since the shutdown began. and that's courtesy of the Democrats. Who works for who here? I mean, these miscreants, and I'm talking about the congressmen, getting paid out of the Treasury, so they're not affected by it. But everyone else that protects us is affected by it. What's wrong with this picture?
And it's definitely problematic. I mean, if you want to travel right now, you're kind of in trouble, because if you want to get out of Israel, the Mideast, you're trapped. And then if you want to go there, you can't get there because you can't get a flight. And everyone's waiting online for 3 hours in Orlando. And meanwhile, the guy in Cuba is like, "Hey man, turn on the lights, man. It's dark in here." The whole country's black, man. Help me out, bro.
Yes, and that wasn't a racist comment, by the way. Well, what they usually do there with Afro-Cubans is they throw them in jail. So, but nobody ever mentioned that. They, the left always made Cuba, oh, it's a wonderful place. Look, they're taking pictures with, the Castros they're gone.
Yeah.
And it's over.
And I was talking about also they shut the power off in the whole country. and apparently there's no power, they have no oil. So it's like a dark
continent.
It's crazy over there.
Yeah. But we do have some, I will give credit, and I don't know what's going on, but we have a few congressmen that actually get it when it comes to Islam and what Islam is they're required to do according to their prophet and according to their books, their holy books, is to you come in and you conquer. We either submit or we die. Us, not them. Okay. So Andy Ogles from Tennessee is the only one that's saying anything at this point. Posted on X, 2 weeks. 4 attacks, bomb in New York, shooting in Texas, vehicle in Michigan, shooting in Virginia, all by Muslims. See a pattern? I do. Repeal Hart-Celler. I'm going to let everybody know what that is in a second. Denaturalize and deport Islamists. Now, the Hart-Celler Immigration Act of 1965, so everyone understands what he's talking about, in conjunction with the Immigration Act of 1990, is the most recent declaration of war Congress has ever passed against us. Not only did this legislation declare war on American culture, but it is also sending foreign troops to every American community. We saw that for 4 years, to steal our jobs, erase our religion, and infiltrate our schools. Aren't we seeing that result now? From this abominable act everywhere, hating whitey is like second nature, isn't it?
Since we're at war, we're under more attacks. So I don't know what the right answer is, but
what they did is they didn't no longer took white people from Europe. No Europeans is what they did with Hart-Celler. No Europeans were allowed to come to emigrate here. It was all from third world countries. They did that. That was Ted Kennedy. He was responsible for that. That's what happened. So that's why they wanted. This is what it is now, especially with a party like the Democrats and also some Republicans. So I'm not going to say it's not a Republican Democrat. It's a leftist thing. It's a Marxist thing. Well, we don't care what the people want. We're not going to change our policy. So what we'll do is we'll change the people, and that's been what they've been doing. They've been changing our demographics against our will and against the law too. So he wants to turn that around. I say, hey, England is done. Why don't we allow, English people to come here? Okay, let them come here. But that Hart-Celler won't allow them. I mean, I knew somebody that was married to someone who was British, and they sent her back because she was white. She couldn't stay here. That's what the Hart-Celler Immigration Act.
That's what they call a white on white crime. You're keeping the white man down. But the one thing I'll say about that is even if we take in the Europeans, let's be real. half of these people in London are Muslim now. They've taken over. I don't know if that's any better.
I know, you're right. That's a good point.
I mean, it's like London is not far from Baghdad, so
it's not.
Know, man.
All we have to do is look at the videos. You're right. Just look at the videos. What's going on? Europe basically is conquered because they just kept giving into it. You have to understand what's going on. Are all Muslims like that? No, because in Muslim countries they have to be Muslim or they're dead. So they're Muslim. So not everybody there, of course not. They don't, but Islam dictates that they conquer. They must be above every constitution that any country has. That's what I have a problem with when it comes to someone being in public office or being in law enforcement, because they don't respect our laws above the laws of Allah and Muhammad. And those are all bad laws. They're all bad laws for anybody else, because there's no, when if you see, show me a synagogue in Saudi Arabia. Is there one? No. Okay.
I don't think so.
Show me one in Qatar. So. No, there isn't. There isn't.
May be a station to a Jew horn removal station, but I don't know.
Okay, that was funny.
I don't know if they have but it's also, like you say, it's cultural, because, like, my people, I love the Jews, but no, these people believe that they're getting these 72 virgins now, and they're willing to blow themselves up. I don't ever see a Jew blow himself up. We don't do that. No. If they told me 72 virgins, I would need to see that in writing first. You know what I mean? Like, I would need a legal contract or something. So,
well, maybe when you're saying Jews blow themselves up, maybe at Hanukkah with all the fried food, you get too close to a flame. That might be the exception. But yeah, it is hurting others. It's not helping them. It's not. There are no organizations, Islamic organizations. Yeah, when's the last time you saw an Islamic hospital? No, usually it's a place to store bombs. It is what Islam is. It is what it is. So we better wake up and understand, because we see what's going on in Texas, and I got news for you. It's also, they're trying it in Florida. You'll see if you're going to be around. Let me see, Central. Let me see, Orlando. You'll see some burqas. Because this is what they do, and when they
also in war zones, they use the people as human shields.
Yes,
their own women as human shields.
Well, we all know what they think of the women. That's why they're cloaked. Okay, they hate women. They hate children. These are chattel. They look at them. He even says it in the Quran that they're animals for them. So they don't, where are the feminists is what I want to know. Why aren't you shrieking about this stuff? Nothing. They're silent.
Exactly. And if you're going to use a human shield, at least eat a little more food like Americans, because we make big human shields.
Hey, don't sell us out.
No, I
know.
But there's not a full responsibility. My true thing is, people don't realize that they come down hard on Israel, but they don't understand the history of these people being under attack for 40 years by every Muslim country around.
Yes.
Rockets going off. My friend is still stuck there, and because he went on a trip, and every minute there's a rocket, like a warning, and you got to go to the bomb shelter.
Yeah.
And it's when you live like that for 40 years, you want to defend yourself. And you really do have a right to defend yourself.
Of course you do. So, but it's all for being Jewish. That is, you're Jewish and / an infidel. That's why, not for any other reason. That's why. And so, guess what? That's wrong. I don't think anybody, when is somebody going to say that's wrong? They won't say it's wrong. But here's something that's wrong. The Epstein files, thing that Bondi said, I'm fair. Okay. That Bondi said didn't exist. Okay. There's some familiar names in there, so let's look at, who was it? Deepak Chopra. Tell us what he was in there, huh?
Yeah, with that, I knew there was something wrong with that guy with that fake Bobby accent. Oprah's little bootlicker. Oh, the universe will help you. Everything happens for a reason.
Oh, that was good. That's a good accent. Yeah.
Oh, trust me, the source energy. Everything is so. And meanwhile, he's out like doing the most creepy stuff ever, writing these emails about the little girls.
Oh,
and so,
creepy.
It's always these guys that act like they're so holy that are the problems. And Oprah, too. I mean, Oprah's named in there a lot. I wonder what her game show is going to be like in the future. Is it going to be like, you get a kid, and you get to worship Baal, and you get to eat a baby? You know what I mean?
Oh, my gosh. Well, yeah, I didn't know that. There's also, of course, Billy Boy, Bill Clinton. That's really a shock. Okay. Well, how many times is he in there? Well, 100 and something times? Or?
Oh, yeah. And then when they're interrogating him, he's smiling. He's looking at the pictures going, wow.
I know, isn't that creepy?
That was a good night.
Oh, man. I know. I saw that. I couldn't believe it. So how creepy. How creepy. Is he like is he starting to lose it, and that's why he's not even trying to cover that? Yeah. Oh, and Bill Gates, of course, is his wife that divorced him for that. She wanted to, when she realized that he was part of that before this came out, she distanced herself from him.
Right. Melinda. And usually, these creepy guys, I'm not justifying it, they'll roofie a woman before sleeping with them. This guy was trying to do the aversion of roofing her after by throwing her the antibiotics because he gave her herpes or something.
Oh my gosh, that is so gross.
It's all from the guy who needed Norton antivirus, the Microsoft guy. So.
Oh gosh, is he nasty? I'm sorry. He really made a bad product too, by the way. So
He did.
He's so worried about everybody getting a virus, he can't keep him off his computers. So his computer system. So he can't.
Yeah, and he seems guilty, Bill Gates. I don't trust him personally. I don't know if he is.
He looks a little weaselly. Yeah, he's just kind of, I don't know what it is. I can't explain it, but we already know about Bill Clinton, and but that was really creepy what you were sharing. I saw that, and he's looking, and he's smiling as if he's, it's bringing back a memory, and I'm going, this is like wrong. This is sick. And you think it's a good thing. I think even his lawyer, the woman next to him, was taking him out of his hands. And it's like, is he a little, does he have dementia or something?
Right. It seemed like that because he was like, he's like, do you remember this? And he's like, he's drawing it. He's grin. He's got a Cheshire grin on his face.
Oh, he's creepy.
It was very creepy. You got Monica. You've got all his other sexual improprieties.
Creepy.
So, and then you got all the flights on the Epstein logs, him in the jacuzzi, him there. I mean, it's hard to believe that he wasn't doing something a little untoward. I don't know. And the things I've heard about him too.
Yeah, they're probably true. People. They're probably true. I mean, I didn't have sex with that woman. Yes, okay. So we all heard that. We saw the finger wagging, and you lied. Okay, actually, that was perjury. So I don't know why he's still walking around free. But I'm sure at his age and what's going on, probably not that much longer. But I'd like to, one by one, the people that are named in there, you see CEOs and stuff. It's really gross that are being dropped from companies. So at least you have that. But these people are never really going to get. Not down here. They're not going to get what they deserve. But there's a day when they will.
Right. And you read through those Epstein files, and it's supposed to be coded language, but the language, it's easy to decode. Like the whole Pizzagate thing, right?
Oh,
of course.
Yeah.
Where pizza is a symbol, but they'll be like, "Oh, bring over the young and fresh pizza." And like no one can figure that out. Who describes pizza as young? You know what I mean? So it's definitely something untoward. Or they say, don't forget the 8-year-old muffins. That was another code, the muffins.
Oh, my gosh.
What billionaire eats an 8-year-old muffin? We know what they're doing. So
I wish they would eat an 8-year-old muffin. Maybe you wouldn't hear from them anymore. But anyway.
That's why it's best if you're keto. So you don't get muffins. You don't get
No pizza, no muffin. Right. Bang, bang, boom. Matt,
you only go to sausage parties and you're clear.
Gosh. I don't think I want to hear that either. Right? But Matt, please tell the listeners where they can follow and support your great work. See you live if you have shows coming up soon, and book you and purchase your books, including the Book of Outcasts. Where can they do all that?
Thanks. I have a book festival coming up March 28th at Books by the Bay Festival, where I'm a reader, and I'm also doing a show at the Fairhope Unitarian Church that night, stand-up comedy jam, and there's many other shows you can find me at. You can find me at mattnagin.com, Nagin. Okay, and you my Nagins now. And buy my books, Do Not Feed the Clown and the Book of Outcasts. And check me out. I'm performing all over the country, all over the place. Thank you for having me, Audrey.
Sure. And of course, as always, I'll have those links in my after show, which is now on the live show page. Just go to audreyrusso.com, click on the honor button, and right under the show description, you'll find all the links and info you need to follow Matt's work. Thanks so much, Matt, again, for sharing with us. I always get a kick out of you. Until next, you'll visit us again, yes?
Oh, absolutely. Love coming on the show and always love talking with you, Audrey.
Thank you. Until then, may God bless you, your work, and may God save America. Bye for now.